Today's social media segment is brought to you by South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together. Waits and Downer, attorneys at law. Terrebonne Ford, built Ford tough.
All right, so good afternoon. I'm State Fire Marshal Brian Adams. We're here today on a very tragic situation in this community that we'd like to send out our thoughts and prayers to not only this local neighborhood here, but this community who will suffer for a very long time from this very tragic incident. The fire department arrived this morning on this fire around 3:45. The first units saw this building or this house behind us fully engulfed in flames. And they extinguished the fire and did their best to get the fire under control. Unfortunately, the fire consumed five victims that we've removed from the scene. And the fire is still very much under investigation, and we're trying to figure out the cause of the fire. I'll go ahead and let the sheriff speak for a minute.
Good morning, I'm Sheriff Craig Weber, Lafourche Parish Sheriff's Office. Of course, I'm joined with the State Fire Marshal and our local fire chief, Harvey Parks. I want to echo the comments of the Fire Marshal and tell the community how sorry we are to lose 5 members of this beautiful community of Lafourche Parish. We are working in conjunction with and supporting the State Fire Marshal's Office. This is a scene where they have primary jurisdiction, and not only do they have jurisdiction, they have the expertise in the area of searching through a burned out structure and trying to determine location, causes, and any sort of potential foul play or not. So we're here to support them all the way through their investigation, which will probably take several days, if not longer, to go through all the evidence and to come to some conclusions. But we want to offer our condolences and our heartfelt sorrow to the families and friends and to the community. This is a very heart-wrenching tragedy, a terrible way to start a Saturday morning. We appreciate all of you being here and the many volunteers from the fire service who have been in the heat since the early wee morning hours, desperately fighting to get the fire out, as well as people in the community as well, the Acadian Ambulance, State Fire Marshal, Sheriff's Office, State Police, everybody working together as a team. Chief Parks.
So we'll take some questions, but they're going to have to be very limited because this is still going to, a scene that's under investigation. So
too early to say if there were any smoke detectors at all. I guess your team is out there.
Yeah, so it's very early, and as you can see from the damage, it will be really difficult for us to tell whether there was or was not.
What's the address?
313. 313.
313.
Yes.
Thank you.
Chief, can you describe the scene? What was it like whenever y'all rolled out this morning to the scene?
First unit on scene, it was a fully involved fire. The roof was already collapsing when we got up on the scene, and it was fully involved.
Was anyone able to get out alive in the house?
Yeah, so we do have one victim that was able to get out who is at the hospital at this time. From the reports that we have, yes, stable.
Are you able to say how many males, how many females, or no, not?
We cannot, no.
You said they were all adults?
We cannot answer that.
So is there any signs of foul play at all?
At this time, no.
Do we know why they weren't able to get out to the other side?
Yeah, we don't know. I mean, that's part of the investigation. That'll take some time to determine that.
Any witnesses that you guys were able to talk to that were probably trying to come out when it happened or anything?
So we've been able to talk to several people in the neighborhood close by, but I guess those answers to those questions will remain until the investigation's done.
Some neighbors, I guess, reported an explosion. Is that something that y'all know about, or have y'all heard, or a loud bang maybe? So
we have had some neighbors that have said that. We have some camera footage. All of that will be all part of the investigation when that's determined.
A fire of this magnitude for a family, it seems like everyone on the block knows each other. How hard do you think it would be to get over something like this? It seems like it was a family home, so it seems like a family environment.
So look, I've been doing this 43 years, and this is going to be difficult for a lot of people in this neighborhood, as well as the fire department, the sheriff's office, everyone who was out here. This is not something we do every day, and it's a very unfortunate situation, and it will take a long time for this community to heal from this.
Just to be sure, only one person made it out, and they are in the same condition, correct?
Are the victims related?
We don't know that.
Sheriff, can you recall the last time they had such a mass fatality fire in Lafourche Parish?
The fire chief reminded me of one prior occasion where there were 5 victims in a fire, and I didn't kind of recall it, and that was way back. Yeah, car crash. This is the first time that I can recall that I've come to a scene where there have been 5 fatality victims in a fire. That's why it's just such a tragic event, and affects so many people, not only the families, but the community as well.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our Alford team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.